Shark Dropper Studios presents to you
Dopple Avenue Hurt. Case 1. Case 1. The Silver Casket. Part 8. Chucky.
Well, here I am again, in quite the cucumber. Oh wait, I mean pickle. Paul called to inform me that Carter Suckadick was on his way to kill me. And here he was. Carter moved out of the shadows of the stairwell, his gun pointing right at my heart.
Well, hello again, Mr. Keys.
Vendel sent you here, didn't he?
Vendel isn't calling the shots anymore. I'm going to have to do this thing all by myself. I have to if I want the money.
Who's paying you to do this?
Oh, it's Xander Fundelman.
Xavier Foldeman?
I made that name up. Did you really think I was going to tell you who hired me?
That was worth a shot.
It was a nice try.
He walked closer. There was no way out of this. I could try one thing. I pointed behind him. Holy shit, look over there!
I never fall for that.
Maybe not. But it was going to be his undoing. Edith creeped out from the bathroom. She approached Carter cautiously and quietly. What the hell was she planning on?
Goodbye, Mr. Keys.
Well, shit, looks like this is it. The big sleep.
I'm afraid so.
And that's when I saw it. In Edith's hands. The fluorescent lighting glinting off the tip.
Don't worry, you don't have to fear death.
Yeah, well, neither do you.
What?
And that's when it happened. Well, she cut his fucking head off. Carter's head went flying. It hit the ground and rolled down the stairs. Blood poured out of his neck hole like a geyser.
Mr. K, he was gonna kill you.
Yeah, and it turns out that fucking axe just saved my life. Edith, what are you doing? He's dead. You just cut his head off.
I'm not taking any chances, Mr. K.
Edith kept bringing the axe down on Carter's body. Body parts were flying, blood squirting. Edith, stop. He's dead.
Mr. K, I've seen way too many goddamn horror movies to believe that. We gotta make sure he's dead. The killer always comes back.
What movies are you talking about? What movies are these?
Halloween, Hellraiser, Friday the 13th, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Even that goddamn orange-haired doll.
You mean Chucky?
That's the one.
Oh man, Chucky. Yeah, Child's Play really did a number on me when I was a kid. I hate voodoo.
It's the only way to be sure.
The odds of Carter coming back to life and trying to kill us again were next to nil. But maybe she was right. You never can be too sure. You know what, Edith? Give me the axe. It's better if we chop his legs off, too. Yeah, this is awesome.
Mr. K, this is gonna take too fucking long if we share the axe. Hold on a sec.
Jesus, how many axes do you have here?
I was gonna get rid of them, but it's a good thing I didn't.
Oh, Edith.
Holy shit!
What?
I think I saw his finger move. I think he's coming back to life like Michael fucking Myers.
What? Holy shit, let's Chucky kill it! This was getting a bit ridiculous. I mean, we were comparing real life to horror films from the late 70s and 80s. But Carter did try to kill us, and if someone used voodoo to bring him back, he'd probably try to kill us all over again. So screw it! Take this!
What in the holy hell is going on here?
Edith and I stopped chopping as Paul came out of the stairwell, holding Carter's head in his hands.
What are you two doing?
Paul, real glad you're here. Edith saved me. She took the axe, chopped off Carter's head before he had a chance to kill me.
And now what?
And now we're chopping him into little pieces so he won't reanimate like Michael Myers or Chucky.
Really? You're worried about him coming back to life and trying to kill you all over again?
Well,
You're not even doing it right. You gotta destroy the head.
oh, Jesus! Paul had spiked Carter's severed head into the ground as if it were a football. Blood, brain, and skull flew about the room. All right, okay, this is where we stop. I know I just joined in, but this is getting kind of ridiculous.
Are you sure, Jimmy John? I think I just saw his foot move.
No, Edith just clearly bumped his foot with her foot.
No, I didn't. I think Tubby's right. Carter moved.
Guys, come on, he's dead. Look, he's not coming back to life.
But you didn't sever his foot from his leg.
Yeah, Mr. K. We didn't even do that.
No. Guys, really?
Let me grab my axe from the car.
You have an axe too?
Bought it today. Let's hurry up and chop this guy in the mulch before the cops get here.
You know what scares me when you say things like that, Paul?
BRB.
Paul came back with a brand new steel and hickory trail axe. Him and Edith continued chopping Carter's body into bits. I decided not to join in anymore. But then Paul started imitating Chucky. He reenacted some scenes from Child's Play as a way of egging me on. And it worked. I ended up joining in and we annihilated that guy's body. Take this!
Holy shit!
Jesus Christ. The police arrived at 7:15, thank God. Somehow Paul was able to explain the mess we made. I don't know how he did it. I mean, we just turned the listening Carter Suckadick into a pile of bloody mush. After the police left, I got Edith a cab. Edith, listen, I want to thank you. If it wasn't for you, it'd be me up there, the bloody pile of mulch, and not Carter. Well, actually, I probably wouldn't look the way Carter looks. I don't think he would have chopped me into a bunch of pieces. I think he was just going to shoot me. Jesus. You know, we really went crazy there. I don't think I'm going to sleep well tonight. I mean, we really messed him up. I mean, blood, I'm caked in blood, Edith. Anyways, thanks, Edith. Really.
I'm glad I was here to help.
One more thing. Why were you still at the office?
No reason.
You were looking for a place to hide the axe. I know you were.
No.
Yes, you were. You were trying to hide in the bathroom, weren't you?
Nuh-uh. I was doing work and shit.
Edith, you can keep the axe.
Really?
Just one, though. And you have to hide it so other people can't find it. And please stop threatening people. Especially every single woman that enters the office.
Okay, Mr. K.
Thank you. And have a good night.
Kinda hungry. I think I'm gonna make beef stew tonight.
That's a little disturbing. I decided to walk home. When I got to the apartment, I stripped out of my bloody clothes. Literally, bloody. Not the English curse word. Instead of throwing the clothes in the laundry basket, I threw them in the garbage. I'll need to get another suit soon. I awoke the next morning to Paul banging on the door. Apparently, the cleanup of the office was going to take longer than expected. He had brought all the O'Reilly documents to my apartment so I could still continue my work, while the bloody office, again, not the English curse word, was bad news. Paul did present some good news as well. I could have some alone time with Vendel. And by alone time, I mean questioning, not gay sex time. Carter didn't provide me with any information before his demise, but maybe Vendel would be a little bit more open.
Mr. K, you sure it's okay that Catnip is here?
Since I couldn't go to the office, I brought the office to me. Edith had set up a little receptionist corner in the living room. She asked if she could bring her cat Catnip to work. I said yes. I owed her a lot. It's fine, Edith, but I don't think he likes me.
Sure he does.
Jesus. Yeah, I really don't think so.
If he don't, I'll fucking kill him.
Please don't. I think we've experienced enough death recently.
I can tie his little paws together and put him on 2 treadmills facing opposite directions so he gets stuck in the middle.
Okay, you can do that, or you can just put him in this room and shut the door.
Oh yeah, I could do that too.
I spent my morning going through the police files and pictures of the O'Reilly mansion. At noon, I headed out to the precinct. Hopefully I can get something out of Vendel. I met Paul at the entrance of the police department at exactly 12:30. The place was hustling and bustling as loud as a child's playground on a Saturday afternoon when the mothers aren't around.
Jimmy Jong. Glad you're on time. We gotta do this before Captain Hiltz returns.
Captain Hiltz. The less I say about him, the better. Let's just say when I was let go, he was happy to see me leave. We never got along. He was like Crimson, and I was like Clover. If Clover was bad, I never really understood that song.
This way, Jimmy Jong. Oh, 2 things. 1, you got 30 minutes, tops. And 2, you have yourself a translator.
What? No. I don't need a translator. Vendel speaks English.
I'm aware, but when Captain Hiltz wanted to have a few words with the man, he couldn't quite understand the accent. You know how them Russians are. So unlike us Americans.
Well, yeah, they're Russian.
Right, here we are.
Paul opened the interrogation room's door. I walked into a warm, gray room to find 2 men sitting at one small aluminum table. One was Vendel, the other was the translator.
The translator's name is Barry.
Okay.
30 minutes, that's half an hour.
Paul shut the door. I walked over to the table and shook Barry's hand. Hello, Barry. We said hello and I took a seat. Vendel stared off into the corner of the room where the camera was hooked up, watching us. All right, Vendel, we don't have much time.
I have all time in the world, Mr. Keys. I am no rushed.
He says he has a lot of time.
What?
Vendel says he has a lot of time.
Yeah, I know, I heard him.
Hey, I'm just translating.
I actually don't need a translator. Unlike Captain Hiltz, I can actually understand what Vendel's saying, even with a thick accent.
Sorry, buddy, I'm the translator. They hired me for the day, and if I don't do my job, I don't get paid.
That's fine, but I don't need you. I can understand Vendel.
Mr. Keys is upset. I like it when he is upset.
Oh, Vendel likes when you're mad.
I heard him, and I think the word he used was upset.
Hey, who's the translator here?
You are, but...
Buddy, all right, just let me do my job, okay?
Vendel, I heard you don't want to talk, but I'm pretty sure if you spill the beans, I can pull some strings to get you out of here.
In America, you become a rat. But in Russia, rat become you. I no talk to you.
He ain't no rodent, so back off.
Really? Was that the translation?
Word for word.
Vendel, who hired you?
No one.
Not a single person.
That's a lie and you know it. Someone hired you and Carter to kill me.
No. Someone hired us to keep you away from O'Reilly case. You did not obey. That is why we brought on the torture.
See, this is the thing. You kept doing your shit, so we had to go all saw on your ass.
You didn't say a goddamn word of that. You're a terrible translator.
That's what you think.
I recall the torture, Vendel. I still have my plane ticket to Costa Rica. Thanks for that, by the way. I plan on leaving for this vacation once I crack this case. And while I appreciate your weird Russian torture, I can recall that you and Carter threatened to shoot me in the head. You were going to kill me.
As a last resort.
Eventually. Bitch.
Really, Barry? Did I offend you?
Just doing my job.
Oh, for fuck's sakes. Vendel, are you a part of the Russian mob? KGB?
In America, you're part of Russian mob. But in Russia, the mob is part of you.
Yes.
What does that mean, yes?
That means yes.
I'm asking Vendel.
Duh.
That means yes.
Jesus. Who was Carter?
Was?
Was.
Oh, you haven't heard. Carter is dead.
Dead. I do not believe you.
You're a liar.
I'm not lying. He died last night. He escaped and came to my office in an attempt to kill me. And he failed. But before he died, he mentioned a payment. What was the payment, Vendel? And who offered it?
I say nothing.
No, seriously, my lips are sealed, bitch.
You don't look too good. I think you do believe me about Carter's demise. And I think it upsets you. Who was Carter? Was he a part of the mob? How did you know him?
We were friends.
Dude, we were pals.
How did you two meet? Vendel.
In jail, Carter wanted me to teach him about Russian mob even though he would not be accepted in. We become friends.
In prison, Carter and I taught Russian to our friends.
That isn't what he said.
I will fight you. Seriously, that's exactly what he said to me.
So Carter's death does upset you. Too bad you'll miss a funeral being trapped behind bars.
I know what you are trying to do. I still will not talk.
I ain't saying shit, bitch.
Oh, enough. Enough. I'm not even saying beach. You're adding this. You're worst translator ever. I'm not even speaking other language.
Thank you.
I get it. You hate Mr. Keys. I do not like him either, but you are ruining my defiance by adding your own. Just stop.
You might have to repeat that. I didn't understand anything you just said right there.
Mother Russia, just go. Leave here. Get raped by bear. Do not need translator. Get fucked by Russian bottle and ugly woman.
Wait, what?
He's saying get the fuck out of here, Barry.
Da. Fuck off, Barry.
What?
Yeah, fuck off!
Fucking Barry.
I know, right? This fucking guy. Barry finally left after Vendel and I shouted some more insults.
Running with
Fucking
wire
idiot.
coat hanger in the
Stupid,
street, telling you were a horrible
motherfucker,
child and she wished she
pinhead,
had gotten an
pipsqueak
abortion.
motherfucker.
Stay away.
Paul eventually came in to complain about us kicking him out.
What in the holy hell is going on here?
But when he saw how much fun we were having making fun of him, fucking pipsqueak, he couldn't help but join in.
Yeah, Barry, you piece of shit. Why don't you get the hell out of here? You might as well go kill yourself.
Paul then left Vendel and myself alone. My time was running out.
Do not mistake our contempt for Barry as a newfound friendship. I still do not like you.
And I you.
Is it true, my friend? He's dead?
Yeah, he's dead. I'm sorry.
Andrew Gardman.
What was that?
That is all I can say.
That's all you can say, or that's all you know?
All right, Jimmy John, time's up. Captain Hiltz is back.
Just 2 seconds.
No time. He can't find you in here.
Paul, 2 seconds, please.
Dashnevanya, Mr. Keys.
I didn't know whether to believe him or not. I'd run out of time. Paul led me out the back entrance. He said he would run the name Andrew Gardman through the database and see if he found anything. Things were heating up, but I still didn't have enough to go on and time was running out. Hopefully the name would spark something. I needed more. I walked the desolate side streets of Breckenridge, a shortcut to my apartment. Storm clouds had moved in, but it had yet to rain. I kicked a small pebble as I thought about the precinct. As much as I hated to admit it, I missed the place. A drop of rain hit me in the shoulder. Luckily, I had just made it home.
Mr. Keys.
I turned around to see Terrence O'Reilly. He stood by his car holding an umbrella in one hand and half a cigar in the other. Mr. O'Reilly.
It was burglary.
Excuse me?
It was a burglary. I don't know how I missed it before. One of the greatest pieces of art from our 18th century was stolen out of the art room. A vase.
Are you sure?
Positive.
This changes everything.
It is why I'm here.
Well, if it was a burglary, we can rule out your family. And it'll be best to call Paul and have him check the fingerprints, examine the rest of the house.
Yes, Mr. Keys. But it may not be that hard of a case to solve now.
Why?
Because I already know who took it.
Well, hot damn. Looks like Terrence O'Reilly thinks he's got this case solved. I think our boy James Keys thinks otherwise. I, for one, am hoping to be out of a job by next week so I can go back to doing what I love, selling crack cocaine. If you or anybody you know would like to buy some cocaine, hit me up on the Amber Alert hotline. You'll know which one. If not, stay tuned for next week's episode of Dopple Avenue Hurt.
Dopple Avenue Hurt. Written by Robert M. Lamb. Edited by Jonathan Moss. Starring Kyle Appleyard, Anita LaRose, Amy Lorig, Jose Carabello, Dan Johnson, Jonathan Moss, Adam Jetmore, Amber Simpson, and Shannon McCarthy. With featuring voices by Robert M. Lamb, John Lazaroff, Nick Engelhard, Justin Stewart, Mike and Heather Linhart, Jesse Levine, Nicole Green, Shannon Lee, and Michelle Birmingham. Visit www.sharkdropper.com to hear our other podcasts. Horror Play, the search for the scariest video game ever made. Word of the Bay, a Tampa Bay-based sports podcast. And the Shark Dropper podcast, where we talk random stuff with a mixture of improv. Also, we have an upcoming Academy Awards podcast titled Snubbed, where we rate each year's Best Motion Picture nominees.